and welcome back. I hope that you're all really well today. Today's video is going to be an updated autumnal everyday makeup routine. As you can see, if you watched my last one, I don't look vastly different, apart from I'd say probably half of the products are new products. So I really hope that you enjoy this video, and I feel like I should apologise in advance because I've had a little bit too much coffee, so I feel a bit like, if you know what I mean. And do let me know what you think of the live, actual talking it through version rather than a voiceover, and see if you prefer it. So the first thing that I do is eyeliner, because I am really awful at eyeliner. Not quite as awful as it seems to come across on camera. I think I get performance related anxiety when I'm trying to do eyeliner in videos. That's the eyeliner done to an acceptable standard. Next, I will generally put my eyelash glue on my eyelashes so they can sit and dry while I'm doing my eyebrows. So now I'm going to fill in my eyebrows a little bit with a MAC eyeshadow called Mystery and their little angled brush. And I'm just going to fill in the front a bit because generally my eyebrows are quite full and dark. I've never done a talky makeup tutorial before, and I keep leaning forward to look in the mirror and then you can't see what I'm saying, so I'm very sorry about that. So in general, I do like my eyebrows to look quite bold, but not super kind of fake bold, if that makes sense. And next I'm going to take an eyebrow gel from MAC, which is just a clear one. And I bought this one quite recently. I think I've only used it 3 times and already it's gone from clear to an absolutely foul colour. So I hate how brow sets do that. It is really annoying because they go from looking so clean and fresh to looking so disgusting and manky. So in the time that it takes me to do my eyebrows, generally my eyelashes are ready to stick on. I think when it comes to fake eyelashes, it's best to be quite relaxed about putting them on, and so I've just popped that one on and I can feel that it's not fully stuck, but just be relaxed about it and just don't worry because the glue will gradually get tackier and tackier. So even if at the moment it's slightly falling off in the middle or at the sides, you can actually, like I'll do now, just push it back on as you're doing something else and it will slowly make it sit perfectly. You don't have to worry about putting it on and it being perfectly set as soon as you place it on your eyelid. There. So they're generally on, they're probably 90% stuck. I can feel they're a little bit floppy on either side, but as I'm going throughout the rest of my makeup I will just kind of push them on, make sure they're fully stuck, maybe add a little bit more glue if they're peeling off somewhere. You can see a little bit of eyelash glue at the moment, but it will dry clear, so please don't worry about that. And the mascara that I'm using at the moment is the Dior Addict It Lash, and I think I've been using this for about 3 months or so maybe now, and it definitely is my favourite. I feel like every single new mascara I try I say is my favourite, but this one definitely has usurped all of the others. So I'll just put one reasonably thick coat and just leave it like that, particularly as I've got quite a lot going on with false lashes on top. I don't want my eyes to look too crazy, but those are my eyes. Then once I've done my brows and my eyes, I'll do my concealer, and I'm using an Armani concealer, which I've been using for quite a while now. It's definitely my favourite one that I've ever tried. The wand is quite strange and pointy, but it does mean that you really can get in all of the nooks and crannies if you wish. I really don't bother with all of that triangle Kim Kardashian stuff. I honestly just, I can't be bothered. I'm sure that it does work, but I think that as an everyday human just living your life, is it really necessary? I'm not sure. I think if it makes you happy to do that, then please go ahead, but otherwise I really don't think that it's necessary. And I think that definitely in the autumn winter you can get away with wearing a little bit more of everything. Even SPF, I think that you should always wear your SPF in the winter, even when it's not sunny, because there is always sun. Even if you can't see the sun coming through the clouds, it always is. But I do think that in general you can go a little bit more bold with your brows, a little bit more bold with your eyeshadow maybe, although I'm not wearing any today because I don't wear any on a day-to-day basis and I want this to be as accurate as possible. Once I've done my concealer, I will use my foundation, and I use the much known Luminous Silk foundation by Armani, and I just put about that much on the back of my hand, not too much, and I almost always have some left over, which really bothers me because I feel like I'm wasting it, but it's just so hard to judge, especially with a pump. But then I suppose a pump is the most hygienic way. I feel like I'm just talking nonsense and I'm not actually talking about my makeup, which is why I do voiceovers most of the time, because I just chat nonsense. Focusing particularly around my nose because I do tend to get a bit red there, and on the end of my nose too. I don't put any here or on my forehead really, because my forehead is pretty even. And also, you may have noticed previously that I don't blend my foundation down my neck. And this is a subject of great debate, because I know a lot of people that say that you absolutely should blend your foundation down your neck. But I've always thought, and absolutely no offence meant to you if you do this, but if your foundation matches your skin, why would you need to blend your foundation down your neck? Because I haven't, and I never do, and I don't think that you can tell because my foundation is the right colour for my face. I think that you only need to blend your foundation down your neck if it's not really quite the right colour, because you want to make it look more like a gradient than just a line, but I don't really think that you can tell if it's the actual correct colour. After that, I will do my blush, and I'm using the Chanel blush in Pink Explosion, which if you've seen my last makeup video, you'll know is my absolute favourite, so this hasn't changed. Then I'll do my highlight, and Laura Mercier make my absolute favourite highlighters, and this isn't my number one, this is my number 2 one, which I got maybe about 3 months ago now. It's a face illuminator in the shade Devotion, and I'm not really sure why I'm associating this with winter, because you'd think that paler colours might be more to do with spring and summer. I think it's because it's so icy looking that it makes me think of like, ooh, Ice Queen, that kind of thing. This is just a Revlon lip liner. It's probably the only thing that I prefer drugstore to high-end, that I will always buy lip liners from the drugstore just because I think they are so good. I can't really talk and do this at once, but particularly the Revlon ones. Unless I'm wearing a red lip, I will pretty much always use this sort of neutral colour because I think it goes with everything. So then I'm going to take my absolute favourite lipstick of all time, and it's a Chanel Rouge Coco in the shade Mademoiselle, and this is my equivalent of a perfect nude. Even though it isn't nude to most people, it's nude to me. And then once I finish doing that, I'll just blend it all in with a lip brush. And the only lip brush I've been using for the last month, because I've lost my other one, is actually and this is a true evidence of the fact that I don't like high-end lip liners. This is a Chanel red lip liner, which I think I've used from the point at which it was first sharpened to when it stopped, and I've never sharpened it again because I just didn't like it. And now I'm just using the lip brush on the end because it's convenient, and I lost the other one. So this is my everyday autumnal updated makeup routine. Not vastly different in terms of how it looks, but there are quite a few different products. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again next time. And here I will insert some clips of me trying not to laugh, posing to show you my makeup.